Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ace here doing another bunch of news video I guess. A lot of stories to go over in this, so let's just get into it. First off, Nintendo apparently was so angry that some stores here in Canada and in Italy were selling Pokemon X and Y early. There was this one guy who posted on like Twitter or Instagram or whatever the fuck it was, some screenshots and whatnot from him playing the game, and since Nintendo doesn't want people getting spoilers and everything this early, especially with a huge game like Pokemon X and Y, they actually flew someone from Japan, or maybe it was Nintendo of America, I don't know, but all the way to Canada, or I think it was in Canada where this guy was, and made him give back the copy of the game to the store. Now we don't know what store it was, but it was so his friend would keep his job, that's why he gave it back. He didn't actually legally have to give it back, because legally he bought the game, and it was his. But it's just so funny. Nintendo figured out where the copy of the game leaked was, so they flew someone to the store to reclaim the game. The guy found out about it, coasted in, or whatever his name is, so he decided to hand the game back so his friend could keep his job. That's just crazy. Nintendo really must be trying to protect Pokemon, because there's still so much stuff in there that we haven't even seen yet. So many secrets. I mean, we're a week and 2 days away from Pokemon X and Y anyway, but seriously, crazy stuff. Next story up for grabs here, or up for discussion, is Anuma says that the Wii U Zelda, the new one, won't be traditional, and that rubies will probably play a more important role, and that they've been doing ideas that they had on Wind Waker HD and such. Basically all we know so far is the gamepad will probably work as the map, but other than that, blah 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 blah. Don't want to go too much into detail there, but let's move on. Here's a big story. Capcom of Europe cut 50%, or they're going to cut 50% of their staff. That's pretty big. This just goes hand in hand with that whole Capcom is low on money thing, so they're trying to save money any way they can, but 50% of the Europe staff, that is a huge amount of people. Following a restructure at its US operation, Capcom's European organization is currently evaluating its structure to ensure it is in the best position to take advantage of the changing market conditions the industry is facing. So, it's really stupid though, since all they would have to do, well, not necessarily Europe, Capcom, but as Capcom in total, in general, all they need to do is fucking Monster Hunter 4 in North America, make some more Mega Man games, problem solved. Next up, Sony says mobiles have hurt the 3DS and the Vita quite badly. Now he does say that, once this finishes loading, that the 3DS is doing much better than the Vita, so that's a bit of a, even Sony themselves admitting 3DS is beating Vita, which is just obvious. But he says, in terms of the install base compared to the 3DS is doing much better. Of course, how do I describe this? Yes, the mobile market is having an effect, but nowhere near as much as, what's his face here, let me look up, Sony Worldwide Studios boss Shuhei Yoshida or whatever, nowhere near as much as he thinks. Yes, it's a bit of an issue, but with the 3DS, not even noticeable how minute the effect is. And the reason for the Vita is it's not being destroyed by the market of frickin' smartphone games and iPad games and all that. It's losing because the 3DS is destroying it. Because the 3DS has good game after good game after good game after good game, when the Vita doesn't have hardly any. There's a few here and there, but nothing worthwhile. And then our last story up here for this video is the best-selling author of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy himself, which I didn't even know that was his actual name until just the other day, has passed away. So that's kind of crazy. He was only 66 years old too. Occurred at a hospital in Baltimore. We don't know how he died, if it was like, dying of sickness or something. But either way, bit of a disappointment. I've never been a huge fan of his games, but it's always sad when a well-known guy like him passes away, like a while ago how we had the former Nintendo president pass away. So, sad for that. But this, as always, is Original Blood Ace. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon.